Hello. We saw last week that God looks on the heart. Jesus promised that we will surely find him if we truly seek him. Jeremiah reminded us that you will seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart. The word heart refers to the deepest seat of our being. It includes our affections, emotions, intellect, imagination, desire, and also our will and our conscience. Consider our affections. Who or what do we love? The first commandment is to love the Lord our God with all our heart. Paul tells us that the fruit of God's Holy Spirit is love, joy, peace, and much more. Our emotions cover a large range of our feelings. Some of the main ones are fear, anger, sadness, and trust. It's the Holy Spirit which enables us to master those powerful emotions. Our intellect is our thinking and reasoning ability. As a man thinks as in his heart, so is he. Jesus asked the Pharisees, "Why are you reasoning in your hearts?" God has given us an intellect and expects us to think things through. In the book of Romans, we read that the creation of the world is sufficient to show the invisible attributes of God's eternal power. Men can know that there is a God by the things that he has made, and so they are without excuse. Luke tells us that pride can arise from the imagination of our hearts. Before the flood, God saw that every imagination of the thoughts of their hearts was only evil continually. God doesn't want us to imagine all sorts of wrong actions and circumstances. He wants us to live in the real world, not in fantasy. We need to take care what we covet and how strongly we desire those things. We are to delight ourselves in the Lord, and he will give us the desires of our heart. Satan will also happily give us the evil desires of our heart. If lust for objects or experiences arises in our hearts, then it will lead us away from God and into wrong affections. We must set our will to obey God, whatever the cost. Jesus set his face towards Jerusalem, although he knew that he would die there. In captivity, Daniel purposed in his heart not to eat the king's rich food or wine, and God honored that decision. God has given us a conscience. We know the basics of right and wrong deep within. Paul warns us that some will depart from the faith, paying attention to deceiving spirits and take false doctrines, having their own consciences seared. When I first heard that the Lord looks on the heart, hope rose in me as a sincere seeker who wanted to know God. However, I didn't fully realize that my heart was actually evil. Eventually, I found I needed a new heart. God promises us, "I will give you a new heart." It's a free gift which will cost us nothing. A new heart from God will enable us to be holy and to be entirely separated unto him. He will write his principles deep within us. Some people think of Christianity as just the 10 Commandments, but the glorious truth is that when we have a new heart, the commandments become promises. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart. God bless you.